bitch cause you accused me of sleeping with is my wife now. Let me be nice now. Here's your introduction, Mrs. Jordan. Here's that stupid bitch that I was fucking.
And that was I Don't Know by Scarface. I like that cut, dude. That was pretty dope. That was dope. Like we played 3 tracks off the album already, so I've met my requirement of songs that I need to make me actually physically buy an album.
Same here.
Killed the runners.
It was dope. Oh, and he's got one song that I don't know if you got it queued up to play, but it plays on the Breakfast Club. I think it's called God with John Legend. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, I purposely skipped that one just because it is on the Breakfast Club. So
yeah, they played on the Breakfast Club. So I was like, yeah, that was pretty dope. I didn't know that he was coming out with an album. I thought, Scarface was just, in one of those movies. I feel like recording some music today. I didn't know he was putting forth a project. But
hey, Tone, who was that?
What up?
Hey, Tone, who was that featuring? Was that Lloyd?
No, it's this dude named Rush Davis. I actually played some of his cuts before. Here on Tonedefradio. He got a song out. If you want to look for him and find out what he like his sound is, the song called Sin Pays the Bills. That's probably the best song of his that I've heard. So definitely check that out. In regards to it. But yeah, Rush Davis is a dude to look out for. I actually will put my stamp on dude. But we're going to move on until this, I don't know if you want to call this tech or just us, which is the world of video games. So for you guys
you
out
call
there,
it the nerd side.
The nerds.
Well,
I don't know. I think we can call that. We'll come up with some name eventually. But we're going to cover video games.
I'm not a nerd. I'm just a guy that enjoys peace of mind.
Oh, y'all can't fuck with me in this riff. All right.
I try to explain to women that, like they say, all you do is play video. I'm like, look, video games is like sanctity.
It's therapeutic.
Video games will keep you out of a domestic situation. I could be punching you in the face, but I'd rather be punching off some Martians while I'm playing Destiny. Like, you gotta understand what's going on. Like, virtual violence is a lot better than physical actual violence. So let me
but it actually
on Call of Duty.
Well, sometimes it actually brings couples together because you find that you be at some video game convention or you kicking it with some people and you find out that there's this chick who likes the same game you like, and you go and y'all link up together.
This is all
damn. I took that one for the team. All right. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to cover about 3 or 4 video games tonight. We're going to go ahead and start with the host of the Definitely Fresh Show. And we're going to actually get his review on the recent new release of, I don't know, what fucking number of Madden are on now?
16. 2016, bro.
No, but like what 25, number is
25 was the only exception to the rule because it was the 25th anniversary. But I think, that was like Madden 14. But they called it Madden 25. Because it was the 25th anniversary of the actual game now. Which is crazy. Like, Madden's been out.
So like 30 now? Like it's like the 30th one now?
No, we are 26.
Okay.
26.
So the 26th alliteration of America's greatest football game
I will not go that far.
Well, the only reason why I can say that is because I don't think there is any other football game.
Like Ro knows this. Like a lot of people know this if you run to it. But after 2K did 2K5, the player license was bought by EA Sports, which means nobody else can use the names of the NFL players in any other game besides EA Sports bought the players license. So we couldn't get another football game from 2K, so that division kind of, they focused on basketball, which is what they could do.
Right.
Because they couldn't make any more football games. And you would think that Madden would progressively get better, but it kind of gets repetitive. Like some years they surprise you with good things, but then some years like it gets real repetitive and things that they do. But I mean, 2016 is not a bad title. I mean, you still got glitches here and there, but that's any video game. It's a more fluid game now, so like like the more the technology gets better, like the more lifelike the game starts to feel. Like I remember a point in time where like when you would run into your lineman, it would glitch and you would move out of his, like he would move or you would kind of already hit the corner.
Okay.
But now it's to the point where if you hit that lineman before you hit the corner, you are stuck. And I like stuff like that because that gives it a more realistic feel.
Right. So like if you run into a big 400-pound nigga, you should not be able to move.
Right.
I feel you. All right. So anything that besides that, anything else has been improved in regards to this game, in your opinion?
I mean, this year they focused on the wide receivers a little bit more. So like now, as you see in real life, they have the 3 different kind of catches that you normally see on TV while watching football games. You got the big play catches like, Calvin Johnson makes, so you can go up and get the ball. Or then you got those possession receivers who, they go over the middle and catch the ball. Then you got those receivers who catch the ball on the fly and keep running. So, like, they focus a little more on the wide receiver game aspect. So, I thought that was dope. Makes the game a little more fun. So, when you improve the wide receivers, you got to improve the defense. You got to be able to guard defense. So, I mean, overall, it's a fun game. I give it like an 8. So, it's fun. And if you're mad junkie anyway because it's cracky, you're stuck on it, you're going to buy it regardless if it's whack or not.
Right, which I was on the fence with because I literally almost added it to my collection of games that I'm going to add to the Xbox One when I add that addition to my household again. But then I thought about it, I was like, am I ever going to play this game? No. Can I spend that $60 on something else? Most definitely. Should I get it? Nah.
No.
Well, with the Xbox One though, like I was telling you before, they got the EA Sports app. So like a lot of EA Sports games, you don't really have to spend $60 on anymore because I think for it's $5 a month, or it's kind of like how when you buy Xbox Live, you can buy a month, or you can buy 3 months, or you can buy a year. So they got the EA Sports app, so you can buy a subscription for a month, 3 months, or a year. And certain games they give you for free, certain games they give you half price off. So you really don't have to spend as much money on EA games as you used to with this app. So I think this app is dope. But I don't know if it's available for PlayStation. I just know it's like.
No, it's an Xbox exclusive, which is one of the benefits to it because I'm a big Need for Speed fan, and that's an EA game. So something like that would justify me paying the subscription because I may or may not play Madden. I may or may not play live on the Xbox One, but I definitely would play Need for Speed. I definitely would play The Sims, or somebody in my house would play The Sims. So these are like EA titles. Yeah, these are EA titles that I know will get my attention, so it'll justify the EA app. So definitely.
Are they making another Need for Speed? Because I know the last one I seen up there was the Hot Pursuit. I think that was the last one.
Yeah, they're supposed to be making an Undercover 3. There's supposed to be a third Undercover coming out. So definitely, their Need for Speed will never go away. Like Call of Duty will never go away, so Need for Speed will never go away. Moving on to the next game. This is the one I'm going to actually cover. It is actually year 2 for the Destiny fans out there. A lot of y'all did abandon us midway through the year because you guys didn't like some of the things that happened to the game in regard to it. I don't blame you. But with year 2 actually literally right around the corner, Bungie actually decided to do their major overhaul to the game as of yesterday. So if you're one of the privileged few who pre-ordered the game or own it, period, you were able to go ahead and start downloading a bulk of the actual game itself to your system now. So when midnight, 12 p.m. rolls around, you can literally just hop right into the game and basically play everything that it has to offer. For those of you guys who have not been keeping tabs on Destiny, a lot of things changed to improve it. Number one, the way you level has now changed. Before, you would basically do basic MMO leveling where you grind, you kill stuff, you complete missions, you level up. Okay? But when you hit the level cap of 20, your level then starts to depend on the type of gear you had on. Your gear was then determined by you doing certain missions, creating certain bounties, or just progressing in the game in a real rigorous manner. All that's now thrown out the door. Now, from 1 to 40, which is slight level, it's all basic MMO grind. But, just like MMO, once you hit 40, the game changes on you yet again. It actually gets more challenging. Your gear gets better. Your perks get better. A lot of perks have been added to Destiny now as well, too. Everything from your ghost, which is your narrator, to your fans, to your weapons, to the pair of shoes you have on, will determine your character's light level. Right now, because the game has not physically released the Taken King, you're only able to light level cap off at 170. And you say to yourself, 170? What the fuck? Yes. Scoring system has also been edited as well, too. No longer does your gear go up to 365 and your weapons are all off balance. Everything has been equally balanced out based on the amount of intellect, strength, and discipline, as well as the attack power of your guns. So what this does for us everyday users of the game, if your defense is 170 and your gun is 160 and you're wondering why you keep losing, maybe you need to improve your guns. Okay? These things matter. A lot of guns got nerfed. A lot of guns got improved. So take this week for all you Destiny people to actually play around with guns and figure out what games will be your favorite gun. No, people, the Gallahorn has not been nerfed that you can't use it. It's still probably the most powerful rocket launcher in the game. But there's new shit coming out next week, too. So you definitely got to keep that in mind when you're doing what you're doing. Me personally, so far from what I've seen in regards to Destiny, it's an incomplete package right now, but I definitely would give it a 7.5 out of 10 based on previously playing the game down there every day for the last year. So make sure you basically...
Is Destiny one of those games where like there never may be a part 2, but they'll just keep like sending out updates so it becomes a different game?
Yes and no. It will be a part 2, but everything that they do to the game lays on top of each other. So let's take this for an example. NBA 2K, all right? The career mode. Every year they make improvements to the career mode, but at the end of the day, you basically start back at square one, right?
Right.
Destiny will take that issue and fix it in so many words. So I got 2K14. I started my character. I then got through my rookie year. I'm on my 4th year. I done won a couple of rings. I done left to go to Dallas. Now 2K15 comes out. I don't have to start from square one. I can pick up exactly where I left off at with Dallas, with my record having my 2 rings. But now something's happening to the story that makes me not the superstar I used to be on Dallas. So I might still be 4 years into the game. I might be a franchise player, but I got ACL tear at the end of last year. So now I got to recover to get myself back to the way I used to be. So it gives the game that fresh feel now. Whereas it's a new game, but it didn't lose none of the progress I did before. That's how Destiny is. I've played all of last year. I've done all